Hi, you're listening to Zaniqua Young. Thanks for stopping by. So, another Black African designer has died of cancer, huh? Coincidence or happenstance? The world may never know. There's a line in a James Bond novel that I happened to run into called Levi, and I'm going to quote it, okay? The first time, it's coincidence. The second time, it's happenstance. And the third time, it's enemy action. End quote. Talented, internationally known South African designer Quiteria Atelier has died battling cancer. He was only 38 years old, with so much life ahead of him. He died on Easter Sunday, April 17th, while at his suburban home in Melville, Johannesburg. He has a son. Family keeps saying how it was a short battle with cancer. I wonder how short. Did the cancer begin to take hold after or while working with Beyonce? I know you're like, oh Lord, come on, Saniqua, Beyonce, like what does she have to do with anything? Who knows? I just hear things and certain things stick out to me and it's like, let's dig deeper. So, it was reported that Kakana was diagnosed with multiple myeloma in 2021. Kakana, I don't know where Kakana come from though, because I thought his name was Kateria or Katera. So Kakana, I don't know if that's a nickname. We don't know where that come from, but so it was reported that Kakana was diagnosed with multiple myeloma in 2021 when he started to notice patches of discoloration on his skin and experiencing inflammation. Now, when I think of the family saying a short time, along with my conspiratorial way of thinking, it would seem short if the cancer was detected at the critical stage. But if diagnosed, let's say, a year before 2021, or maybe even 2 years before then, who knows? I don't know. That'll put him closer to the timeline of when he worked with Beyonce in 2018. I'm just saying. So let's just run this back. Kanye designer, well, your designer that he knows that he's connected to, dies of cancer. Now Beyonce, a designer she's connected to, dies of cancer. Coincidence? Sometimes it's just too coincidental. You know how they say her family practiced sorcery, like those Kardashians? Another connection. Right. I think there's a few videos floating around that you guys can look up from ex-employees of Beyonce speaking on the subject. But back to the main subject. According to the Mayo Clinic website, multiple myeloma is a cancer of mature plasma cells in the bone marrow. This causes bone pain in the chest or spine, fatigue, nausea, constipation, frequent infections, and weight loss. Some weird situations right there. Some things sound similar to getting your period and shit, or, I don't know, just weird. But they're also saying on this site that urgent medical attention is usually recommended, that it may be dangerous or life-threatening, that it's rare, fewer than 200,000 cases per year in U.S. I mean, 200,000 is still a lot. I don't know what they're talking about. But in comparison to how many people, like, is that only 2% maybe? Like they say with COVID, only 1%? I don't know. Anyway, treatable by a medical professional. They said that this is a treatable, situation under a medical professional, often requiring lab testing and imaging. It can last several years or be lifelong, and it's common for ages 60 and older, more common also in males. Family history may increase the likelihood of having this disease. or this cancer. Now, you're talking to someone or listening to someone who doesn't really believe in what they call generational curses, or hereditary disease or family history, like nothing passing down. Okay, I'm my own new person, individual, my body, like there's no. Okay, any history? No history. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so I mean, to say that is also like me saying, if someone else's family had some kind of cancer, or people had cancer, like cancer's rampant, cancer's everywhere, believe it or not. Like, everybody has cancer, at one point or the other, but it's just a matter of, does it get out of control to the point that is detectable and it needs to be treated? Because your body has been designed to kill off certain cancer cells in the body, okay? Like if they're small enough and they're manageable, the body can go ahead and break it down. I can't remember if it's phagocytes or whatever. It's certain like lymphocytes, okay, white blood cells, that's designed to attack cancer cells. So we have those floating around. Okay, they're finding people right now after they die with plastic in their freaking lungs. I'm quite sure it's from maybe these water bottles or whatever they put in everything that we eat, right? But our body will fight for us to a certain extent. So, I mean, we all are at risk of having cancer at any moment. So, whatever cancer your father or your grandfather or your great grandfather or so on, so forth, whatever, may have had, may not really have nothing to do with you and the one that you have, because shit mutates. Okay? Just like COVID, from one body to the next body, shit mutates. So, when you talk about family history, things like that, I just kind of cancel that shit out. But whatever, okay? But again, remember his family said this was a short battle. Short, okay? They said it was short. And the Mayo Clinic is saying that this, although it can be dangerous and life-threatening, it's treatable under a medical professional, and that it can last for several years or be lifelong, that it usually happens to people that's older than 60 years old. This gentleman was 38. I'm just saying. So when I read stuff and I see stuff and I'm just like, first like, another designer cancer? For real? Why these black designers dying of cancer? Why people, this is just, even though, like I said, it can happen anytime, cancer just is what it is. It does what it do, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the same token, it's just too coincidental, man. It's too coincidental. So I just had to dig a little deeper, okay? So, speaking about this brother Quiteria, he did an interview last April, okay? On this interview, they call him Kakana, okay? Once again, I don't know where Kakana come from, but we're going to roll with it. They say he opened up about how costly his medical care had become, and this is from Quiteria Kakana. It is one of the toughest decisions I have had to make. For me to recover, I needed to be where I feel love and there is no judgment, he said. The cost for good health care brought a lot of financial strain on my business. I was not willing to lose staff again after the effects of COVID-19. So, I have kept the studio open and allowed the staff to continue to service our clients while I try and get my health together. It has been tough, but I believe I will recover and continue to make beautiful garments. I will beat this. This baby was hopeful. I have beat almost every obstacle in the past. I call him a baby. He's 38 years old. He's a whole grown man. I'm 42, just a couple of years younger than me. This baby, everybody a baby that's a couple of years younger than me. Anyway, I got that piece from Metro website. It was an article titled Fashion Designer Quiteria Atelier dies age 38 after short battle with cancer. See, everybody wants the short word out there. Like, cancer usually not that short. Like, usually when it comes, I know it can be detrimental, but it's usually, they call it a battle because battles are long. Okay? That's what I thought. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, 8 months, less than a year, gone. I'm just saying, one and one ain't four, you know. But he used to be partners with this guy named George. Okay, I bumped into that. So Katera and George, because at first they're all on these articles. It's like, oh, Katera designed a dress for Beyonce during the Global Citizen Festival, you know. So I also dug a little deeper because most of the articles you're seeing are just saying that Katera, you know, designed a dress for Beyonce. And so it's like, oh, okay, well, you know, him and Beyonce, you know, and whatever, like their ties. But it was actually three people that worked on a dress for the Global Citizen Festival dress that Beyonce wore, which this is the picture, right? And forgive me for the names. Do not, you know, hold me accountable for the way I pronounce them because, you know, it is what it is, okay? Try saying my name, okay? Everybody can't say my name, so why I need to say everybody else's name, right? But I'm trying to say it. It was three designers. It was Ineli, Mobali, Mapumulo. You had Kitera and George, and three designers work together, okay? So I looked up, you know, and what's going on with the other designers and things like that. And it seems like in LA, you know, she out here cool, you know, doing her things, excelling in life, you know, acting and all types of stuff. She just doing all types of things, you know. She, you know, got her a new man and, you know, he big balling, you know what I'm saying, out in South Africa. She doing good things, you know, life is good for her, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, she not sick, okay? But then you got George. George, check this picture out, right? I can't really find too much on him. Like he's keeping a low profile, okay? It looked like the last thing I can find on George, I had to find his last name, Malelu. We're gonna go with that. Or Malu. I don't know. You know, like I said, I'm trying my best, okay? The last thing I found on him was when he had his Game of Thrones collection at the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in Kigali, Rwanda in 2019. So, okay. So I you know, I don't know. But um by, you know, them being okay, I guess I can say that, you know, um possibly that, you know, it has nothing to do with Beyonce. Like this was really just, you know, this can very well just be unfortunate situation, you know, and circumstance and not a coincidence, you know, at all, you know, in that manner where someone has set events together or forth for something to happen. Like I said, in my conspiratorial way of thinking, okay, in relation to, you know, the Rock Nation camp and their associates. Um, you know, since the other two designers are still alive and doing well, excelling in life, okay? Um, but George, yeah, yeah, I don't know. Let's keep our eye out on him, because maybe he the person we need to keep our eye. I'm sorry, like I said, I don't mean to laugh, but when stuff happen though, sometimes some of these things that happen, I just don't like, I don't go with the regular emotion of what everybody else would do. I look at it kind of with a raised eyebrow, like, But hey, my name is Saniqua Young, and like I said, thanks for stopping by. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.